Q2S Media.
Welcome to another dope episode of Just Something. We're your host, Trapper the God.
Bill Bixby.
And like always, we're here to give you the real.
But as we always do, we got to shout out our engineer, Pablo.
Fabrissimo.
A.K.A. Trap.Teaser. A.K.A. Supreme Ben, bitch.
Well, y'all do me proud, bro.
We're here for a reason.
Alright.
What up, cousin? Run it, bro. What's happening?
We back again, man. It's a blessing to be here with y'all niggas once again, man. I love y'all niggas. We got a special guest, my brother from another mother, man. We've been hanging down, since the tree high. Blow, as I like to call him, Joe Blow. Jump so high, you know what I'm saying?
Used to be.
Low key Jones High Playground legend. They gave that nigga.
They played it. They took my
Blow.
powers.
It's good for you to be on the podcast, man. I'm glad you finally here to join us, man.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. I'm glad y'all had me, man. I'm proud of y'all for doing this thing, man. I just want to be a part of it, so I appreciate it.
Man, we appreciate that, man. We welcome the conversation and the insights that you have on the world that we living in today, And it's even better because you have a close tie to me, so you know how we get down, man. Not the world get to see it.
You know what I mean? And I want to give a shout out to Joe. Like all of us went to high school together. We all cousins, but you know what I mean? We all went to high school together, and Trap and Joe was homeboys for the longest. You know what I mean? And we have a special guest because this is the only man in the United States that had a mustache since the second grade.
Old man Bill. Listen,
no.
low key, that's how he got all the women back when we was young, man. They thought he was older than what he was.
That joke about 20-something years old.
They thought the older girls thought he was grown.
Oh, man.
This nigga been buying 40s. Nigga been buying 40s.
And that nigga got knees like an antelope, bro. That nigga, that goddamn gazelle.
Exactly about them cows, bro. That's why the nigga was jumping out the gym.
They stripped me, man. After the Achilles, it's done. I'm done.
Right.
Hopefully I can come back from you, but
You got the Achilles?
I had an Achilles tear. So
oh, shit.
hopefully I can come back, but I got all the springs just gone.
Damn, ain't that about a bitch, man. Sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, listen. The one thing we know about Blow is he could jump high, but he injury prone like a motherfucker, man. Listen, no cap, man. This man got to be the most injury prone motherfucker that I have ever met at a young age, bro. Every day, it felt like every week that nigga came to school, there was another something wrong with him. I'm like, God damn, Joe, you don't fuck yourself rolling out of the bed. I remember that nigga hurt his back.
Man.
He hurt his back, roll out of bed and broke his back. Roll out of bed and broke his back.
My back is broken.
He hurt us, man. We couldn't even play ball, man. It's like, we had our set team, man, and this man gonna go get injured on the off season.
Yeah, man. But shit, as we always do, we have a new guest. They got to get these questions, man. You know what I mean? Like,
gotta get this work.
We called it the rapid fire, but the shit never rapid. So we can call it the personality fire. Personality questions, so you can get to know the guest before the conversation.
Exactly.
All right, Joe, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, first question. Who is your hero?
Who is my hero? I gotta say Malcolm X. You can see him in my background.
Yeah. Any means necessary.
Yeah, you want the why?
Why? Yes.
So the why is it was a direction for our people that we needed. A direction that I say was lost, because when they murked all of our leaders, especially that one, it was like a direct blow. Following that, it was like with Panthers and different leaders like that. But I think Malcolm X was the first one that we had that, like, by any means necessary. No bullshit. Hands down, we gonna bust your ass if you coming for us. We got something for you. So, and at the same time, the intellect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how to attack from both, realms. So that's why I say he's mine.
That's dope, man. That's
Respect.
Dope. Big respect, man. Shout out to Malcolm X, man. You did? Okay. Second question. Okay, so like we're gonna get into that later because you've been in the military for how many years now?
14 now.
14 years. Oh man, so
Salute.
That kind of makes me want to go to this question. Okay, if you were the ruler of your own country, what would be the first rule or law you would introduce?
First rule of law that I would introduce. Well, since we can't get no laws, I say it's no discrimination or violence against any black man. It's for Asians, all love for the Asians, but we've been going through the struggle for years and years, and they can get a law just like this, and we still out here getting beat down, killed. That just baffles me, man. So the first thing that I would say, don't mess with the brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I feel you. I ain't mad at that, man. Let us live too. Well, I'm trying to see what that 101 look like too, huh?
Right.
Okay. Man, I respect that question as well, man. Okay, we've been kind of heavy, so let's get into something light. Joe, Joe is a ladies' man. Like if you don't know, he had a little female checking him around at J High, at the J. You feel me? So I gotta this for the ladies, man. You feel me?
All right.
Who was your first crush?
My first crush, like celebrity or like a regular around the way?
Your crush, bro.
My first crush, we gotta go back. I say my first real crush was Monica, and like it's ironic, man. My daughter, her name is Monica, but at the time I wasn't thinking nothing about it. We just named her after me and her mom. But Monica, the singer, that was my first crush.
Okay. So that was your first celebrity crush. So we talking about real crushes that like when your palms get sweaty, you scared to talk to them. You know what I mean? Yeah, that real deal.
Man, how far back we talking, man?
Your first crush. Whoever the first one was. Goddamn, Joe, you got a lot of crushes. This nigga out here crushing on everybody.
Hey, I crush a lot.
Crush a lot. Dang.
Nah, I take it back, man. I take it back as far as I can remember. It was this chick. Yeah, I was in like the daycare, like the nursery, man. She seemed like she was like towering over me, man. And her name was Candace. I never forget like her name. Her name was Candace, man. And I don't know why, man. She had the little dreads and stuff. I think she might have been like mixed or something. I don't know, but she was darker. But I say she had to be my first crush. I couldn't tell you why. Just young, just like what you like.
Yeah.
Did you keep up with Candace? You know how she look now? How Candace look now?
I don't, man. I don't. I haven't seen her since. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's 3. Okay, we're gonna go to 4. Okay. Give us 2 of your pet peeves.
2 of my pet peeves. Just being fake. I can't stand like when you're not real and you in my face or trying to get in my circle. My circle is real tight. So if you like fake and you trying to talk the talk, I peep game. I smell that shit quick.
Mm-hmm.
Just when you have no realness to you, none whatsoever. Another one is just like somebody, just trying my intelligence. You know what I mean? Don't try to come at me like you want something, like you just trying my intelligence. And
I know what you mean.
Too. Females do this too, and I hate, like I know the game. You know what I mean?
No, them the ones that's gonna try your intelligence the most, bro.
Right.
Women.
Right.
They gonna see where your mind at.
So yeah, that's the trying my intelligence piece. That's the number 1.
And fake motherfuckers. All right, for 2. Okay. This is the last question. We ask everybody this question because we always get the best response from this question.
All right.
Okay. What is the craziest thing you've ever done in the name of love?
All right. So here we go. Y'all ready for this?
Keep on calling her back again.
All right, so I got married shortly after I got to my first assignment in Korea. Fast forward, got divorced. Fast forward, I remarried the same exact female.
I already knew what you would. I knew that was gonna be it, right? Like, all right.
That's it. That's got to be the craziest thing I've done. And just got divorced last September. Best thing that happened in my life since sliced cheese. So.
And I'm gonna speak a little bit on that too, because I ain't trying to throw no shot at her, but I called it before it happened, man. I recognized crazy before it got in. No disrespect to her, because she the mother of your children, and it's all love. But some people you could just tell, man. It was a little bit too crazy for my dog back then. I knew it.
Right.
I knew it.
Okay. So yeah, that's the craziest thing I ever did, man.
Okay, but before we get out of that, like I want to kind of go a little bit deeper into it, man.
Yeah.
Like what made you marry her twice after it didn't work the first time?
All right, so the first time, it was hell. So I'm deployed, and trap. You know how it is when you deploy. You know what I mean? I thought things would be different. The talk was there. I got back. The walk was there. And it wasn't until we got back into the same
routine
household, and then that's when shit hit the fan. So and it actually was worse the second time. So yeah, man, the thing that say what?
Duh.
but man, at the end of the day, man, I went in thinking things would be different, and the first and foremost thing was in my mind was my family. You know what I mean? They mean everything to me. To have my kids there when I came home every day, that was just a gift to me.
That trumped everything else.
Yeah, that's not my situation now. I got the best situation that I could, because the first time I got railroaded, but everything happened for a reason. This time it played out way better. But I'm in a better place, much better place.
That's dope, man. I feel you on that, bro. That's the personality 5, man. Trap, where we going, man?
Hey, man, you did good on him, Joe. I ain't gonna lie, you did good.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, man, we're gonna get into our topics. First topic is, sports. We always talk about sports. Sha'Carri, we found out from last podcast that she got caught with weed in her system, and so they took her running away, but she was supposed to still be able to do the relay. But now they come down that she can't do the relay anymore, so she won't be in the Olympics at all. So, how y'all feel about the young queen, young GOAT?
All right, go ahead first, since you the guest, Joe.
Well, I say, in my personal opinion, they're probably gonna be like, damn, Joe, a racist. But I mean, if the powers that so-called be see that the cake is for the taking, and it's by a sister or a brother, then they're gonna try to do everything that they can to discredit or dismember that power that individual has. So I mean, that's my outlook on it. I mean, it's been so much back and forth with this weed thing and legalizing it, the origin of it. If you know your history, why it came about or whatnot. But I don't see an issue with it, man. You know what I mean? Especially if it's growing out the ground. That means, God put it here. And I think if she has the talent to do it, she ain't doing no coke, no crack, no methamphetamines, then hey, go do it,
I respect that. TZ, what you got?
I mean, I felt like they should have still let it run. I mean, we all know weed doesn't enhance you no type of way. I feel like if she did run, she'd be running at a handicap. So,
exactly. If anything, she running in a handicap.
In a handicap. So she actually helping the other team. And maybe USA don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, we ain't giving out no freebies, so they got to sit it down. But besides that, hey, I don't know why they trying to act like they keeping their integrity with the rules and shit. Like, come on, man. Stop it, America.
Mm-hmm.
Come come on, man. Y'all play dirty regardless, man. But
Hey, agenda.
you
Come
know
on.
what I'm saying? So
Preach,
come
Terry.
on, man.
Preach, Pablo. Go ahead and preach to him.
Nah, man, I'm just
Go ahead
saying
and preach to him.
I'm just saying how I feel, man. Bruh, really? And she said she only did it once, bruh. I mean, they could have waited down the mud, test her again. She clean, let her run, bruh. Like, come on, man. Stop the bullshit. But,
Yeah.
you know, that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Shit, like I agree with both of you gentlemen, man. Like I'm like all together, y'all said it perfectly, man. From both y'all views put together, that's perfect, man. Just like you said, I definitely think it's a play because you know, like the folks really don't like they grading every goddamn thing. Goddamn it, why they got to be grading every fucking thing? You know what I mean? It's like TG saying, it's not a performance enhancement drug. It's not even a drug anymore. You know what I mean?
It never was a drug.
It never was a drug.
It's a
You know what I
fucking
mean?
play.
It's always been medicine.
But you know, to speak on what y'all saying too is the crazy part is they be like, oh, I know it's a lot of people saying, oh, well, it's part of the rules and what's his name, Michael Phelps didn't get caught doing the thing. My thing is this, man. These like just because they make the rules don't mean the rules right. Like we know that. Not just the USA, but the whole world is fucked up, man. They bend the rules to fit whatever makes them, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, I knew once they had caught weed in her system, there was no way that she was going to run anything. But, you know, I was pulling for her because you never know the possibilities of change. But come on, it's the Olympics, man. They care more about, you know, the world care more about the picture of it and then the actually real of it. Because I doubt that after all these Olympics that people ain't had performing enhancing drugs and then done use it. You just wasn't able to record it and see it and stuff like that. The testing one is crucial back then. They have the you know, those things to test for the stuff that they could have tested for back then. So it's like they try to make it seem like they just know. It's just, come on, bro. Like, but like I was talking to one of my homeboys and they was talking about how the Olympics is kind of played out. People don't care so much for the Olympics. Certain sports, as you realize, like certain sports are becoming way bigger than the other sports how it used to be. Like now everybody only care about gymnastics, running. Like the NBA US team is like, that's a thing of the past since back when the Jordan them did it. Like nobody really cares. Nobody cares about the Olympics like how it is. You know, people just want it to be in their city or in their town. That's what, because it brings money and stuff. That's what it's really about. It's about bringing the money, bringing the travel, bringing all that to your city, bro. So it's in Tokyo. Ain't nobody caring.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you know, like the situation was that like her, I think either her grandmother or her mother died.
Mm-hmm.
She
said
you know, to cope. You know what I mean?
She chose that.
She could have did a lot way worse stuff that's really drugs.
Yeah.
To ease her pain, but she just smoked the split, man. So you know, I think that's bullshit, man. You know, and another thing you saying about testing, I just think it depends on who you are.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
A young black girl, she don't have a big name yet. You know what I mean? She ain't bought in millions and billions of dollars. Like, do you think LeBron's gonna get tested before he go to the Olympics? Do you think all these other big athletes get tested before they go to the Olympics?
Probably.
No, I don't think they get tested.
It's the Olympics, bro. So they probably do get tested. But my thing is this, and I feel where you're going, like, because she's not the prototypical superstar, like how LeBron is nice and everybody love LeBron. She come from Texas. She come from the hood. They was trying to talk about her wig and stuff. They always trying to find ways to shoot anybody that comes straight for the hood and don't conform to what they want you to be. And I think that's more because she didn't conform. They trying to shoot her down. Anybody that stand up in that shit. So yeah.
But, you know, even if they do get tested, you know, certain shit will get swept under the rug, man.
Oh, of course.
I say that.
Because think about it.
When your bread strong.
But listen, think about it. The same. You right, Ralph. Because think about it with the COVID with LeBron. Remember, he threw that party, and they was like, you know, he supposed to go to protocols, but he didn't have to go to protocols because, you know, so-called everybody was tested. So I know what you mean by that. That it depends on who it is that they gonna, you know, bring the hammer down.
Yeah.
To the next topic is kind of serious, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to say it's kind of serious. It's something to lighten us on. If you didn't know, they've been erasing Black history from America. Well, you did know, like if you didn't know, you just under a rock or something. But they've been erasing Black history, and recently it's been put out that they've been erasing not just history but whole towns and hiding them under lakes. So some of these great lakes that the America is so proud of, is they really proud that they was able to hide whole cities under there where they committed genocide and killing, Black people. How y'all boys feel about that?
Man, I guess I'll run it first, man.
Yeah, go ahead, run it.
Like Lake Lanier, in Georgia, man. Like, it's a whole story. Man, I'm mad I can't remember this young lady's name. You know what I mean? That bought the story, and it's just amazing that stuff that we're still learning right now, man. You know what I mean? Stuff that they try to hide, now it's coming out. So you imagine how much stuff got erased from history, man. You know what I mean? Like it was whole cities, like Lake Lanier, like that was a whole Black city that's underwater, man. All the churches, houses, banks, all of that stuff is still up under that lake. You know what I mean? And like, I'm surprised that we even know about what is it called, man? When the white people burned down
Tuscaloosa?
No, but Black. What is it? Black Wall Street.
Oh, Black Wall Street. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We thought Black Wall Street. You know what I mean? We let them even know about that, man. So yeah, it's multiple cities, and not just Black cities. It's white cities. It's all kind of cities that the lakes now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the city's still under the fucking lake, man. And it's crazy, man. I don't know, bro. Like I think we just got to do some more digging, man, because there's a lot of shit that we don't know. That we still don't know.
True. Blow, what you think?
Man, it, like to see stuff like that, man, it makes me cringe. I can think back to, I always been into, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, all of the Black Panther Party. So like seeing the movie Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that where things were purposely done to like castrate our people from progressing. You know what I mean? So it just made me cringe, man, to see that stuff. And like I'll take it upon myself, because that like y'all said, they passing laws now to extract our history, our past, and then they want to feed us what they want to feed us. And so that's gonna pass down to our children and then their children. So I take it upon myself, and I caught some backlash from it, from their mom, because she thought it was going one way. But I'm like, well, which way you wanted to go? If you wanted to go the opposite way, then you teach that. But as for me, I teach my kids about like all of this stuff. I teach my kids about Malcolm, Marcus Garvey, and different things like that, so they'll know, even with like COINTELPRO, when it came to Black Panther Party, they didn't just attack us, they attacked the Native Americans, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans. So it's like, if you were any person of color, they coming after you. So it makes me cringe, man, to know more and more. It's this not even the tip of the iceberg, man, with how I feel. It's gonna be some more stuff that comes out that's really gonna blow our mind when it comes to what they've hidden from us. They so much from us, man. So it just, I remember when I saw Judas and the Black Messiah, when I saw this post about these lakes, it just strikes a fire in me, man, and makes me want to like just break something, you know what I mean? So
I feel you.
I take it, man. I hate it.
Teasy.
Yo, to be honest with you, when you say living under the rock, bro, I think that's me, bro, because I don't know too much about my Black people history, because I'm gonna give you the reason why. Because let's just say I live in the world, but I don't dabble with the world. So maybe that's, like they say, you're part of the problem. Maybe that I am it. But I like for what it is, we all know they did wrong. And for what my mind plays, I see a white man in the back chuckling like, oh, they just found that out. Decades behind, bro. Like, what can you do when the damage has already been done? So that's how I look at it. And so, besides that, reform. We gotta do better. But besides that, like, I don't. Even by watching The Roots when I was younger, I got fucking angry. And I'm talking about anger. I'm like, damn, this is how they did my fucking people, bro. Like, jeez. So, and to see that, and bro, and imagine myself living through that, bro, it's hard. So, you know, it sucks, bro, because we could have been a fucking empire, and we ain't talking about no fucking TV show. So
definitely not talking about that shit.
You know what I'm saying? We actually could have been something to reckon with, but they had the plans. They knew what they was doing. They had the plans to tear the shit down, throw a lake over it. You know what I'm saying? And they say niggas don't swim, so voila.
Voila, magic.
Voila,
magic.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it.
You know, I'm just like, to me, you know, I'm a sponge for knowledge, whether it's old or new. So when I hear things like this, it don't surprise me. I'm kind of like Terry, like, not that I'm under a rock, but I'm so numb to things because I done been around the world and kind of seen things, man. But the one thing I realized too, dog, as a whole, a lot of places get comfortable with what they got, you know, steps forward and stuff like that. So we tend to, like you say, like, hot under the rock about the past and things that done affected us without us even knowing. I feel like these things affect us, and because it's not happened to us directly, it's not mentally aware of it. You know what I'm saying? So, because all this stuff affects us, because if it could happen to them, it could happen to your city, it could happen to your time. I remember back in the days, they used to talk about separating Florida from the rest of the United States, little jokes like that, man. But that shit is real, man. They don't care, man. Like, and they never cared. So when I see this like Black history, you know, because that's what it is. It's like a black spot in history that we don't know, and it's just so happened to be about the Black people. It puts you in the mode where, like, what you gonna do for yours? Like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, man, you know. And I know they got the guns and everything, but shit, bro, like you said with Marcus Garvey and all these people, bro, you got to stand for something, or you gonna die for nothing. So you got to pick where you want to do your battles with this stuff, man. And it's easy for the government to cover up stuff like that, man. Come on, man. They didn't never care about us before. You know, now we got
up to this day, man.
Exactly. They got social media now, so now it's hard to hide things because everything's action. But like our history, when has the oppressor ever just said, "Here go the knowledge that the oppressed ever had"? They rather burn that kind of shit than save it. You know what I'm saying? They rather just make it act like it never happened. So just to find that kind of information out is amazing to me, because it's like, you know, damn. But you know, you still got a lot of old folks that are around that if you just happen to take time to listen, they'll put you up on game about some things that you never knew. So
yeah, man. Just to end it, man. Like I think it was just more of just like, you know, they took away the things that would empower us and motivate us. You know what I mean? To keep us where they wanted us at. You know what I mean? Like us having our own communities and our own banks, schools, educating ourselves. Of course, why would they want that? You know, just like you said, they want us to be oppressed. So, you know, it's a fucked up world we live in, man.
It definitely is, man. Hey, your boy Bill is back, and hey, he like what Eddie Murphy say. Not Bill Bixby, you always been back, but Bill Cosby is back, and I feel ever since, and check this out, ever since this whole trial and everything, the allegations with him, Bill Cosby done got raw on you, motherfucker. But Bill Cosby, hey, that motherfucker don't give a fuck, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, as we know, he just got free because I don't know if it was something that's one of the technicality because of some things that happened, and you know, people are mad about it, but I want to get y'all opinion because I got a pretty strong opinion about it. But let me get y'all opinion on the late great Bill Cosby getting free, and his birthday just passed. So happy birthday, Bill Cosby!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! What you got, Joe?
So man, how Bill say, I would like to talk to you. No. But, man, Bill is a legend, man. Bill is a legend, and he had that label, you know, America's greatest dad. You know what I'm saying? That was like, you know, my kids watch the Cosby Show to this day, and I'm not gonna stop them from watching the Cosby Show. That's classic. You know what I mean? But we weren't there. We don't know exactly what happened. I'm not saying it did. I'm not saying it didn't. But you have to look at where all these people come from. And then once again, back to what I said earlier, when you have a person that has a certain level of power and they're trying to exercise that power, then here come the peoples. So
it ain't just the peoples. Here come them colonizers. The colonizers gonna shoot that shit down.
So
bang bang.
I like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. The only people that know what happened, that's between Bill, the women, and God. But you know, the things that he's done for our people. I've heard great stories about him, even when it comes to him, you know, paying for college. I've heard Sinbad, this girl, Sinbad, the interview he did with Vlad, he said that he told this girl he would pay for her college. She found out he didn't want her to know. He found out she got kicked out of her scholarship. He paid for the rest of her school. She didn't have to worry about nothing. She found out it was him. She asked him how can she would pay him. He said just pay it forward. That's just one of the things, and I'm pretty sure there's tons of other things that he's done for young black people, especially with that, you know, attended HBCUs. I'm sorry. But I'm glad he out, man. You know, you hate to see an icon like that. You know, like I say, we always have somebody for us that role model. You know, that's somebody that we can look up to or aspire to different dreams in life. You know, on TV you see a doctor that's married to a lawyer. They black, living in a brownstone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just things like that. And you know, it's just stuff for our people to aspire to. And then when they come with all this other stuff and try to tear down the legacy, then I don't know, man. At the end of the day, you know, I try to look at what good people done, and then all of the hearsay, we don't know what happened. Like I said, that's between Bill, the women, the accusers, because I saw this video, man. Society puts so much on that word accuse. You've been accused of something. That didn't mean you actually did it, but as soon as you hear accused, then people like, oh, he guilty, you know. Yeah. And it's guilty innocent until proven guilty. But nah, the way it really goes is you guilty until you proven innocent. That's the way it really goes.
Definitely.
I'm glad he out, man, and I hope he has a lot more years left to do whatever it was he was trying to do before they tap him.
Yeah, it's easy.
Good take.
Man, all right, man. It's kind of rocky with me. I'm glad he's free. Like I say, I don't want nobody in no cage, man. I wish they had some type of other form of way of, you know, isolating people instead of putting them in a cell, you know. But besides that, I don't got no history with Bill Cosby. So, you know, all the great things that y'all say about shows and stuff, I can't relate, you know. But as far as I don't know Bill Cosby, like Joe said, we don't know if he did it, you know, or whatever. But all in all, I'm just glad he's free, man. And, you know, like I say, I can't rock with somebody being in the cell, bro. I just can't do it. Yeah, but yeah, that's it.
You ready to break the mold, man? What you got?
Go ahead.
I mean, my thing is this, man, with the Bill Cosby incident, man. I grew up on Bill Cosby. I watched his comedy shows. You know, I watched all his TV shows. I guess like I'm like most people who, you know, thought of Bill Cosby as, you know, America's dad, greatest dad or whatever, especially for, I don't know if America thought it was, but I know black folks thought that he was the greatest dad. At my older stage, I realized it was a TV show. You know what I'm saying? I realized, you know, that people are human. So Bill Cosby could have done it, and like y'all say, he could not have done it. But my thing is this: when it comes to how the process goes with trying to tear down like you say, legends and stuff like that, they defame them so bad when it's a black person. And what's even more shocking to me is the black people who so quickly shut down any other person of color. Because, like, and I'm not saying that if the things is true, he's not horrible, it wasn't horrible or whatever he did, but my thing is this: they be wanting you to you doing the same thing that the colonizers doing. You trying to erase the history of black folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you want to demonize this person, so because that's what we do. We demonize anybody that don't fit what we think should go by the life cycle of the word of law, 10 commandments, whatever the fuck people use as their standards. But and I think about the white folks and like how they don't tear down their own. They'll hide that shit, they'll cover that shit up. And I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm just saying that, damn, bro, whenever we do something, you black people be at the forefront, or people of color be at the forefront to tear them down before, like you say, the whole thing is found out. You find little bits of information, and the crazy part is, remember now, we dealing in a world where Karens are real. And you thinking that Karen's just started now? Karen's been doing this shit for years. You know what I'm saying? So, and then like they tried to tear down what's her name at the college, because she was like kind of coming to defend Bill Cosby. You know, I can't think of Phylicia Rashad. You know, and now they trying to get her kicked off of the board. It's just like, damn, bro. What happened to freedom of speech and allow, just because this person feels some kind of way and she feel like she happy this person to be free, you ready to make her seem like she just, that means that she accepted that women get. No, that's not what that lady's saying. That woman saying that she don't believe everything that these people saying, and out of her relationship with him, he has never done any of these things. So you trying to force her to forget everything, the history that they had and what all the good times, and only focus on that. And she just don't want to be one of those people. And that's what kills me about this Bill Cosby case. You know what I'm saying? This man old, man. This man ain't got long to live, man. And you just trying to send him to an early grave, because you know that's how I do when people tear you down, and especially these older people, and they lose the will to live, they die early. Within a year they be gone, because you done took everything away from them and tore them down, bro. And that's what the white people want, man. Because even God let you live with your sins, but it seems like us as people can't. So I don't know. That's just my take on it.
That's a dope ass take, bro. Man, I think y'all said it all, man. As far as the Bill Cosby thing, man, I just, like I said, man, I think it's kind of a plot to erase history. Mm-hmm. You know, like how could a black man ever be America's dad?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
They trying to take him off the air. You know what I mean? Like it was a thing that was saying he was trying to buy NBC.
Yep.
At one point.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like a lot of things were acceptable at a certain time, man. You know what I mean? You gotta go back. Like at certain times, it was okay for men to date little 13-year-old girls. You know, it was okay for a husband to knock his wife the fuck out in front of everybody. You know, it was okay. Like right there didn't exist at one fucking time. You know what I mean? Like. And I'm not saying that because, man, fuck that, man. And I'm getting tired of motherfuckers trying to be politically correct and shit, man. Motherfuck that, man. Fuck that. Shit happens and not nowadays.
Oh, shit.
So now they want to go erase some history, and we helping them more than they.
They don't even got to do the work.
We killing them now? Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get them. They doing the job for them.
Yeah, they just put the gasoline down. We lit the fire.
No motherfucking proof, man. What the fuck are all these women that shit happened to? They was coming out, oh, here's another one that's 19. Here's another one that's 20. They was up to like 25, 30 bitches.
And they was white women. So when has the white women ever had to hide anything? Like, that's the crazy part of they don't have to. They like, women, no, man, these white women always got, they've been getting black men turned out. They didn't need those Bill Cosby to start this shit. This shit been going on.
Yeah, man.
I feel you, cuz 100.
I'm just tired of this shit, man. They want to erase our history because they want American history to be white. Period. Like even with Tom Brady, like I'm gonna bring this shit up again. Tom Brady's gonna go down as the greatest American fucking athlete, and he ain't nowhere near. You know what I mean? He's been assisted along the way.
He definitely has.
They had referees. Like he's been assisted this whole way. Now this motherfucker got 7 motherfucking championships. You know what I mean? They write in history the way they fucking want it, man. And I believe it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about it. Period.
Yep.
That's
Period.
got, man.
Hey man, hey, you did that. Get raw on their ass. Fuck it. Fuck politically correct. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Let's get it. Hey, since we on the topic of Karens, recently a Karen, we calling her Victoria Karen, Betty Bob Karen, Loose Feet Karen. She decided to make her appearance to the world at a Victoria's Secrets getting free panties. Like, how can you get like this over free panties? I don't know. But clearly this Karen lady tried to assault a black lady, and the lady just happened to have a camera rolling, which she should. And you got a full display of Karens doing Karen shit. Like, this is the pinnacle of Karen shit right here. Like, the way that this lady acted on this video shows you that white women, that's why I was saying, they trying to say, oh, Bill Cosby. No, man, white women could go around here and put on this facade, and then bam, black people done for. They don't even want to question it. They already know you did it. Like, yeah, now you did it, man. Come on with us. So, what y'all feel about the Karen situation?
I think it's getting out of control. But the good thing is the cell phones are capturing all this crazy stuff that they do. It's actually, I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's actually a movie coming out.
About Karen?
It's a situation from across the street, and it's crazy. Like, look it up when you get a chance.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I say thank God for technology, because like you just said, when you mentioned like you was talking about the Rosewood situation, or that movie.
Yeah.
All they got to do is say something. All they had to do is say something, and that would lead to a whole town, rape, pillage, and burn. So it's crazy, man. I'm just glad the cell phones around. People who do have them to catch all this crazy crap on camera, because I don't know, it won't stop yet, unless they come up, which they won't, come up with a law for Karenism.
Yeah, exactly, fucking Karenism. Being Karen.
But hopefully it'll decrease the amount of Karenism that is out here, man, with the cell phones and them being caught on camera, because this is getting ridiculous, man.
Exactly. It's easy.
Yeah, man. Shit, Joe killed it, man. What? Like, I just watched the video, bro, and I could say, boy, bravo, lady, bro.
She put on a fucking show,
bro. Did she? And she almost had one lady fight for her that was at the cash register. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man, the acting is on point. The only thing she got to work at is her she did a slow fall, just hitting herself on the ground. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, Oscar. But, like you say, man, they've been doing this shit for years, man. And you still got people locked up, innocent. So, you know what I'm saying? They sleep well at night, bro. They don't give a fuck.
Listen. They go and celebrate that kind of shit. What?
Exactly, bro. But you got to think about what's the consequences if they lie.
Nothing. Public embarrassment. That's it. That's it.
And we just got that due to the camera phones. Imagine in the past.
In the past they got trophies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, in the past.
Yeah, got one nigga out of here. You know what I'm saying? So,
Get off his nut.
Take him off.
Get him out of here. But it is what it is. It is sad to see. You know what I'm saying? And be worried where you at in your surroundings.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because they everywhere, bro.
Listen, you ain't only gotta have a trigger finger for the pistol, you gotta have a trigger finger for your photos and your camera link. You better know how to get to that bitch instant.
Better get to that bitit fast, and that lady got to her shit fast, bro.
And make sure you had a flash on so a bitch know that you recording them. Cause listen, you cause I'm saying the reason I say that is if you don't got the flash and they don't know you're recording, you fuck around and lose your life fucking with a Karen. Mm-hmm. Some white He-Man come and try to save a white Karen, and you fuck around and be in a body bag because you know this white lady was attacking you, and it showed in the video she was attacking her. So right on that teaser.
All I gotta say is R.I.P. Emmett Till. That's all I got for that shit.
Man, 100. To me, it was funny. Like I done watched that video so many times of this lady, but what was disturbing is that how nobody was trying to assist the black lady. Like nobody came, nobody was trying to help her. Everybody was just like going about business because she was white. Now, if it was a black woman cutting up in that store, they would have had securities on her ass. She'd have been choke slammed, she'd have been tasered, she'd have been tackled by 3-4 niggas. Like you already know, it's proof in the pudding. Like we seen videos recently of this kind of stuff happening to black women getting attacked at a store. And so when I see this and this white lady cut up for 15 minutes, bro. They let this white lady cut up for, come on, man. You know, we do black people time, so that's damn near 20 minutes this lady done cut up in this store, and nobody tried to assist us. No security didn't rush down. Nobody. It was just, it's crazy to me but that's the way we live in, where white people can get away with damn near murder. Like they've been watching that How to Get Away with Murder movie, and they laughing because they were like, shit, we started this. They're taking that from us. They got this black lady, but it really should be a Karen on this fucking video. Because we all know that black people wouldn't get away with that shit, man, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Definitely, that's 100.
Let's get into the meat of the topics, man. My dog Blow, you know, he always on up and up. He ain't gonna never stray away from that. So, but it's an important topic, and I'm glad that he brought it up. And I love the fact that we can have a conversation with him. It's about being a black male, fatherhood, the mental health of the black male. You know what I'm saying? And who better to talk about it than black males? You know, so we gonna get into it. So Joe, let me ask you this for the viewers. What do you feel that, I ain't gonna fake it, like what do you feel like a female feels that a black man / black father, like what do you feel like how they view us and what they think that we should be?
What kind of female? What type of female?
Oh
black
man,
female?
I'm talking about the let's start at home with the black females, man, because that's what we used to.
Okay. So I think it depends on the environment in which they come up in. Speaking from my own experience with my ex, you know, not throwing shade, just calling it how it is. Her mom was running the household, you know what I mean? So, okay, even though they're together, how does the kids see this father? The kids see this father as, you know, the head, number one, you know, the one who guides, leads, and direct, or do they see him as, that's what mama tell with him? You know what I mean?
There you go.
When those daughters coming from that get into a marriage, you know, with like say somebody like me or somebody like you or, you know, Ralph, then it's conflict.
Yeah.
Because we're alphas, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not telling me what to do. You know what I mean?
Shit.
And it's not that I'm telling you what to do, but it's like we're alphas and we know our role in our house, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of times coming from broken households, and you know, back in the 70s, it was the agenda to remove fathers from the house.
Yeah.
You know, take them out of the house, and here we'll give you this because he ain't here.
No, yeah, we go.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know, you growing up seeing the father's not in the home. You know, it's a lot of that in our community because that's what they did. You know, like you know, I always refer back to the Panthers. They tried to put all of them in jail, and they were trying to do better for our people. And it starts with the man and the woman. You know, Umar Johnson, a lot of people give him flack, but I agree with something he said. You know, the black power base for the black child is the black family. So that's where it starts. So if you don't have that structure there, then you're not going, when you get ready to have your own, you're not going to know how to handle different things when it comes to being with a black woman. Because, you know, black women are strong-willed, strong-minded, and if they ain't trying to do something, they ain't doing it. You know what I mean?
Plain and simple.
You know,
and you ain't gonna be able to tell them about themselves.
Right. So with that, a lot of times they see us as, you know, okay, I don't need him. Here, oh, I'm the somewhere along the lines, the independent thing became big with black women. You know, like the expression, oh, I don't need no nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like not that nobody needs nobody.
Exactly.
But it's good to have somebody. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when black men come home, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't feel that, man, if I go over here, you know, and I'm with a chick that's of Latin descent, you know, they mix with us too.
Yeah.
If I go over here, or some guys go to the Karens, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they feel that I would have a better life if I get out of this scenario with my own black woman and go to another race, because I'll be treated better. I actually be treated like the king that I am. I actually be treated like the man that I am, the father that I am. Versus stay in a situation where you coming around like, here come this thing by shit. You know what I mean? Not saying that I went through that. You know, I never said it about my ex. She never, you know, in that aspect referred to me as that. But it goes deeper than that. You know what I mean? So it's all about, like, the one thing that we don't have as in the black community when it comes to relationships with a black man and a black woman is unity. Because history has tried to divide us for so long till we don't even know how to fight no more for what we need to fight for.
True.
So at the end of the day, what she's seeing on TV, what she's seeing on the radio, what her friends telling her, what her job's telling her, by the time you get home, it's like, I don't need him. And one problem comes up and it's a wrap. You're done. Because that will and that tact to fight for your family is gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. You speaking some truth, man. Yeah.
Like, goddamn, Joe, you just got on the Michael Mack glasses. You channeling. You can turn the channel, Michael Mack. Yeah, let them know then.
Hey, man. I done been through some things, man. I've been through some things.
That's my saying.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, you know, that's my saying, man. You know, I don't know everything, but I've been through some things, so I know a little bit about a lot of things. Right. You know what I'm saying? And especially dealing with the black home, man. And I hey, Joe, we done spoke on Umar before too, man. I watch a lot of his stuff too, and I always tell people I agree and disagree with things, you know, that he say. You know, I'm not 100% with him, but I'm not 100% against him. And you know, I do agree that if you're trying to build the black home, that the first way to start is to have the whole family there, the black father and the black mother. But I feel like any relationship, you need that. You need the father and the mother. And like you said, the independent woman has become such a overwhelming thing. And the crazy part is overwhelming for women. It overwhelms them more than it overwhelms us. Because that's when they get into this desperate mode of trying to feel like they have to be an independent person because of society make it seem like this, and this man ain't bringing in $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year. I think they kind of blow past the fact that not everybody's able to make it the way that this person is, and you gotta go through some struggle, man. You gotta go through some grind. But as black men, and I feel like nowadays, with the mental health, it's like you said, when they go to this other, it's because you're so mentally worn with the world. And then when you come into your house, you got to still have a whole nother kind of war.
Right.
Where do you get your peace from?
Right.
And your partner's supposed to be your peace. And if that person is constantly giving you this, and because they feeling some kind of way, like you ain't feeling some kind of way, and we know men, especially in the black hood and, you know, come from the ghettos, we not expressing our feelings the way that, you know, people say that we're supposed to express our way now. But you got to realize back in the days, that wasn't the thing to do.
Right.
You wasn't supposed to go out here and show your feelings and do all this. And even now, bro, like I have conversations with my baby mama and her friend. I'm like, you know, when an independent, and I be wanting women to look at it from our perspective. You're an independent woman. Okay, bet. What nigga ain't happy to see that a woman independent? But then when, like you say, when you walk in the door and everything is, I don't need you for something. Who wants to be a place where you ain't needed except for one thing or just these certain topics? Like, this is all I needed for it. So, like, that's how relationships, I feel, fall apart, because it's not about needing. Nobody needs. Well, I feel like everybody needs somebody, but the fact that you're trying to put such an important role on the need is what fucks up a lot of relationships, man.
Right. I agree.
I agree with both of you brothers, man. I think y'all both making valid, solid, concrete points. You know what I mean? And I definitely feel what you guys saying. Like you don't want to come home, you know, after being beat up by the world and feel like you come home to an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we need to stop being each other's enemy and stop. It's almost like a competition nowadays.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I make more money than him, so he's this, or you know what I mean? I'm not no hoe, or I'm not no bitch. If you the man, I gotta be a hit. It's situations that, you know, women can be, you know, in charge with certain men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this shit works because, you know, certain men, you know, not meant to be in the lead.
Exactly.
In control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it can go both ways. But at the end of the day, like, I was having this conversation earlier, man, with my little cousin. You know what I mean? Because, you know, like he has a, you know, a very, you know, strong-minded woman, and that's very important, man. You know what I mean? It's all about what you put that strong mind into.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, are we trying to build or tear each other down?
Exactly.
That's the thing. Like we need to start putting our energy more into, you know, building each other up and building something. Not even if we're not together. You know what I mean? We should be able to be cordial and still build, you know, especially if we got children.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you always got to run and get these courts and these white people involved and these lawyers involved. Man, we should be able to be grown-ups, you know, and handle that shit as grown-ups. These white folks ain't help us make these fucking children. So
hit it on the head.
Why the hell we gotta run in them with all our fucking problems? Where they don't get a fuck about us? You know what I mean? They put this whole institution in place to separate us and keep us from having this shit. You know what I mean? And making it right. So
exactly.
Like, I don't get that, man. You know what I mean? And the court is going to always be in favor of the woman, man. You could be the best father in the goddamn world, man. She could be smoking rock somewhere. You know who they gonna go with? They gonna go with her because she's a mother. You know what I mean? They not gonna go with the stronger person. You know what I mean? You know, like, you know, and some. Sorry, man. I'm getting texts and shit, man. A girl keep calling me, man. God damn. I lost. But at the end of the day, man, as far as mental health, man, we need to start taking care of each other instead of tearing each other down, man.
Right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man. That's all I got.
Definitely. That's what's up, man. Y'all killing it out here. But I guess I gotta give a take. Okay.
I mean, you know, I know you ain't no father, TZ, but you know about the black.
Time out. I'm a father. I got kids I took care of. They're not mine. God damn it, I still claim.
Oh, okay, well, shit, I ain't gonna take that away from you.
Yeah, please don't take that away. I love them, baby. But the mental health thing, I can't give a take on it because, bro, I'm fucked up.
We all fucked up, TZ.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, like, I mean, when you go through so much shit, and especially when you're in the hood and you done seen a lot of shit, and most of the time you done did a lot of shit, it fucks with your psyche, man. I got a hell of a paranoia, and you know, and some women would not understand that though. In my take, you know what I'm saying? They're like, why you?
Because they don't have to go through what we go through, bro.
They don't have to go through what we go through.
Right.
So
You know
what I'm saying? That's why they can say whatever they want to say, and you know, niggas watch what they say. So, but you still have some niggas that just be talking reckless, and then you know, when casualty happens towards them, then everybody want to feel sorry, but not, you know. But like I said, I'm a fucked up person. I don't feel sorry for you, dude. Like, why you speaking bad about, you know, somebody that don't even know you probably? You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know, man. And for what Joe say, like for what we say, when everybody needs somebody, I feel like women need men. Period, man.
And we need them too.
I don't feel like we need them. I don't feel like I say.
Without them, bro. How you gonna have more of us?
We can't have more of us. You're right about that.
Exactly.
But hey, man, I'm smart. We can find ways. Incubate some shit. We'll find ways.
I don't want to be in. Hey, listen, I don't want to be in Terror World where we got a bunch of men making a way. I ain't trying to be in that way.
I don't even want to be in that world. I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, bro, they need us more than we need them, bro. And for the reason I say, bro, women can't do half the shit that we do, bro. Like, come on, man. We all know men built this world, even though this world is fucked up. Like,
but okay, TZ, but by a percentage, they would say women are smarter than men, percentage wise.
I mean, women are pretty.
So a lot of these ideas that we accomplished, that we follow through with, they bought their ideas, and some of it was their ideas, bro.
Yeah, I mean, in the past they probably didn't get credit for what their husband brought to the, you know, to the forefront. Yeah, but as far as like building shit, like getting shit done, men did that all day, every day. I mean, I ain't never seen no woman run no country yet, have you?
Did Nancy Reagan? Just say no. Just say no.
Oh, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying that they can't, but nah, they can't. Fuck it. I'm gonna just say it. They can't. I can't.
All right, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak up because Terry he touching on a broader aspect of what we talking about. But I feel you. But what I want to focus more on is like the part household. Of not just the household, but just the black mental state of what we got to go through. Not so much as, you know, whether or not women can do what men can do, or men can do what women could do, because that could be a whole nother conversation, because that's a different conversation, brother.
Yeah,
we can have that conversation. But what I'm saying is, like, you know, we as black men, we don't group together, man. Like, and I'm talking about on the men aspect of, you don't have a lot of black men that could go to other black men for, like, how, you know, women, they'll go to their friends, and I'm not saying that women only get bad information from women. I'm not trying to point that, but we need and I feel like we do got that. We, you know, us as black men, we're connected, man. So when we going through things, we can call our brothers up and have a intelligent conversation, and not just, oh, let's go off our feelings. Oh, what she did, that bitch tripping. Like, no, let's have an intelligent conversation, because, like you said, we're trying to build, not destroy, for the future. So, in building the black like mentality and the black fatherhood, man, I think that, like you said, it's a thing on unity, and it's a thing on accepting and understanding.
My question is how you build that when you never had a fucking father. But
this is how you do it, man, because, and that's the beautiful thing about, and it's a beautiful and a bad thing in itself, but the beautiful thing of not having a father and learning and getting older and start having kids is you have an enlightenment to what you know you don't want your kids to have to go through.
You have a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, you got a more of a passion about being a good father, about being a father that's in their life, and knowing that your mental health and the things that you carry burdens your kids without us even knowing. Because, you know, we've been wounded as kids ourselves, and we didn't know there was wounds, you know what I'm saying, because of the bad household. And I'm not saying that it was a bad, I don't want to make it seem like black bad, but it was just like, it wasn't prosperous for black youth of males back in the days, because like he said, they took the black fathers away. So now the streets start raising you, and, you know, things that don't really love you start putting, you know, mental pictures into your mind that stick with you forever. So when it comes to trying to better that, because that's what you want, man. You want a better mental health, and you want a better be a better father. I would like to think most people want to be. And I'm not saying that I got the answers on what's a better father. It's really what you think is the best way to be a father, man. And you have to come to that agreement with your spouse about building it. But on the step of like this podcast is a step in the direction of trying to build better black understanding for men. And, you know, women maybe can, you know, we got a lot of women viewers, they can touch into the understanding, because like you said, they don't understand. So the only way that they can understand is we having conversations with each other about these things, as the black mental health and the black fatherhood. You feel me?
Oh no, man. Nah, I don't feel that shit.
Watch your bitch ass.
I think a lot of times when the system is already set up against us, you know, and a lot of people outside looking in like, oh, black men always trying to use this card, they always trying to pull this scenario, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, you know what I'm saying? So especially being in the military up until now, even still now, you put me up on this trap, like it's racism heavy in the military. And there was a point in my career where I'm dealing with this like bad. At the same time, I go home and I'm dealing with it bad there, you know?
Yeah.
Then I'm walking on eggshells. I don't know whether to go right or left, you know what I mean? So at this point, coming up, it wasn't shown to express yourself like calmly. You know, me personally, I'm the type of, or was the type of person, I'd be quiet and it just building
bubbling.
Up. And come to find out, you know, I tell people to this day and they're like, oh, I can never see you like that. But man, I had to go to anger management 3 different times.
Yeah.
What?
Because
goddamn blow.
It got to a boiling point, man. And I'm gonna just put myself out there, man. It got to a point where I'm like, I can't take this shit. Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And when you're trying to build something with somebody, and like Tupac say, they out here on some bullshit, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm starting to feel like, oh damn, I'm married to this chick, but I'm number 2.
Exactly.
I'm supposed to be numero uno, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that going on, and then it's just a pile up. The Incredible Hulk, man. and literally shit gets smashed. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you know, man, and in the military, you know, you can't just act out on stuff like that. So when you act out on your actions without thinking like rationally, for the most part, try to, you know, harness that. But when you faced with something and it's like, I can't take it, you explode. So it's different processes you got to go through, different people you got to go and talk to, and protocol you got to be in a different group. I had to be in a group with men that, and when you're going through this stuff, it feels like you're the only one that's going through it. Until you get, like Travis said, until you get with men, and you know, I was in there with, you know, white men, Puerto Rican men, black men, African, any other man, you know, period, for that matter, and you express it, and I'm sitting back like, man, I thought I was going through something. He's going through shit. You know what I mean? To see that, and then it's kind of like a relief, and then you can like, like Ralph was saying, take that chip off your shoulder. Like, man, I'm not the only one going through this. And then it's easier to let that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to identify, okay, this is something right here that's gonna have me going flip mode squad. So you know what I'm saying? So I need to check this.
Yeah.
I end up in that same situation. Because honestly, I tell my parents all the time, if I wasn't in the military, you know, and got to the point in my career where things are going good for me and my kids, if I was on the outside and I went through the same things with my ex that I went through in the military, I know I would have been 30 about, you know.
You got more to lose. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would have been in there because I wouldn't have had anything to be like, don't do that, Joe, because these are the consequences, you know. I wouldn't have had that Jiminy Cricket on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Know what's up? I'd have been behind bars, man, and that's the type of, you know, temper that I had. So once you find out I could talk to somebody about this and get this off my chest, but the ultimate thing is we should be able to talk to that black woman or that
whatever woman.
Other,
yeah.
Period. But like Josh said, we started in the black home, so we should be able to talk to our black women about stuff like this. And so we all got to do better. But we talking about the black women right now. so it gets to a point where, okay, ladies, we coming home, we doing this, that, and that. Case scenario, and then I'll let somebody else talk. You got to do everything at the job. You know how maintenance is in the military. It ain't easy. So coming home, you got to cut the yard. You got to do this. You got to do that. And I'm out here in the sun, slaving. Of course, this is my responsibility to take care of my house, you know. And when you grow up a certain way, the male does things, you know, that are like that, cutting the grass, doing the car, stuff like that. So I'm cutting the grass, and I ask you for a glass of water, and you can't give me a glass of water without it turning into an argument.
Exactly.
That resonates in my brain like, damn, what's wrong with these black women? You can't get a glass of water. But then,
they don't even want to hydrate you.
Right. I'm talking to a a Latin chick, right? I'm helping her out with her car.
Don't do it, Joe.
Like, oh, you want a glass of water? I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. You need a towel? Brings me a paper towel. I'm reaching my hand out for the paper towel. She reaches for my forehead and daps the sweat and wipes the sweat off my face. I'm like,
it's the little things. It's the little things that matter.
Like,
it's the little things that matter. Yeah.
The little things.
That's how you win right there.
So it's like,
no, I feel you,
man. So you see that, and it's like, so this is what they do over here versus I can't get a glass of water, but I can get the sweat wiping off my face.
Mm-hmm. You damn right.
Hey,
you damn right. And I agree with you 100% with the simple fact that, you know, women, especially in the black home, because they've been hurt too. So they got their drama that they trauma that they deal with too, to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But it never could outweigh. Like, just imagine if men came home from working all day just to bitch at their wife. And I'm not saying that there's not men out there. Women would have a goddamn uproar. Every social media site would know about this no good nigga that, you know, I'm just being real, man. And that's the weight scale that it is on, man, because it's like, it's automatic. You're supposed to do it when it comes to the black male. You gotta, like you said, you gotta be the provider, you gotta be the protector, you gotta be this, you gotta be that. And all these things, man, weighs on a black man, because we generally, most upstanding black males try to do this for their woman because they want their woman to be at peace, because we as black men know if your woman ain't at peace, then you ain't at peace. So we gotta go above and beyond just to keep the peace for ourselves, the little that we have at certain points. And you want to protect that little bit of peace. But like you said, after it bubbles up, it's usually in a bad light, you know, but that's anybody, but it's really bad. It's shown badly on black men the most.
And the thing that's bad, we're expected to just deal with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with it.
That's what they want, Terry. You said, nah, you ain't gonna deal with it.
Terry don't deal with
Teasy, you ain't dealing with it.
Bruh, come on, man. Y'all know I don't deal with this shit, bruh. Bruh. I stay single for the rest of my fucking life. I can't deal with it, bruh. I would not, bruh. Sorry. Can't do it.
I feel you. Well, hey man, we ain't gonna keep it too long. I really want to talk more about it with you, Joe. We'll have to do another podcast where it's dedicated because it's a deep topic, man, and it's something
it's big, bro.
Yeah, it's something that we ain't gonna be able to get the full thing to really get in depth with, because it's a very in depth topic, like you said. The rabbit hole only beginning on that topic. You know what I'm saying? Part 2, exactly. Look forward to part 2. Hey man, we want to give a shout out to all the guests and of course to my co-host, man. You know, it's always a pleasure to be on here with y'all boys speaking what we speak. I want to give a shout out to all our followers, anybody that like, subscribe, follow us on all social platforms. We here, man. We here to give you the real like we always do, man. And yo, anything else before we out?
Whoever watched this, man, just know that I tried to explain the best I could. Well, you know what I'm saying? Because I get lost in thought. You know what I'm saying? When you got so much shit flowing through your head, you don't know what to bring to the forefront, so you just grab anything and just throw it out there. So they get the understanding of, you know, my thinking process.
Who TZ really is.
Exactly.
The supreme being thing. He don't need no love. He don't need no woman in the supreme being world. It could just be him.
Whoa.
That's what you said. Don't try to take it back down.
I said I would not fold. Yeah, I'm not a folding ass nigga. I would not bend. I would not fold. Who said that? Somebody quoted that. But I don't want to keep that shit.
That was that. Hey, nigga, that was that Florida grown right there.
Okay.
Yeah, you know who that is? The boxing champ back in the days.
Exactly, man. So, you know.
Yeah, man. But it's always love, man. I enjoyed y'all niggas, man. You already know it is. Bill.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all love, Joe, man. Thanks for coming on, man. You know you always been like a little bro, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. Ain't nothing but love, bro.
We up to something, bitch.
U2S Media.